My friends, there is a silent force at work within us all, one that, after the age of 60, often begins to betray us. It's not a disease, not a virus, but something far more fundamental, the quiet, insidious erosion of our very strength, our precious muscle. I've spent over 70 years as a doctor, caring for countless individuals back in my beloved Japan, from the farmers in the rice fields of Niigata to the bustling office workers of Osaka, and I've seen the heartbreak firsthand. The inability to lift grandchildren, the struggle to climb stairs, the fear of falling, the diminishing independence. If you're interested in this topic, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know by typing "interested" in the comments right now. It truly helps us reach more people who need this information. For too long, we were told this was just aging, an unavoidable fate. We resigned ourselves to dwindling energy and weakening bodies. But my observations, combined with something truly revolutionary emerging from the laboratories of Japan, tell a very different story. Today, I am here to reveal a truth that will change how you think about aging. There is one single food, overlooked by many, yet deeply ingrained in the wisdom of Japanese tradition, that holds the key to reversing muscle loss after 60. This isn't just theory, my friends. This is backed by new, groundbreaking Japanese research. The kind of science that makes even an old doctor like me feel a thrill of discovery. By the end of our time together, you will know exactly what this remarkable food is, why it is so potent, and how easily you can incorporate it to rebuild your strength, regain your vitality, and step into your later years with renewed power and independence. This is about reclaiming your physical freedom. Now, you might be thinking, Dr. Tanaka, I already eat protein. I know about chicken and fish, and yes, those are important building blocks. But the food I'm speaking of is different. Its power lies not just in quantity, but in a unique quality, a specific synergy that unlocks muscle regeneration in a way that simply consuming more meat cannot. This is something I observed in the remarkable resilience of some of my oldest patients, those who defied the usual decline. I remember Mr. Endo, a man in his late 70s from a small fishing village. Most men his age struggled to carry their nets, to walk the steep paths to the harbor, but Mr. Endo, despite a life of hard labor, retained a surprising vigor. He still tended his small garden, still helped his son with lighter tasks on the boat. His strength was unusual. His secret? He didn't lift heavy weights. He didn't take special supplements. He simply consumed something every single day, something his ancestors had eaten for centuries. It was so common, so unassuming, that for a long time even I didn't connect it directly to his sustained muscle power. What was this humble food that powered Mr. Endo's remarkable strength? What was he eating that defied the usual course of aging? I will tell you, but first, let me explain why muscle loss is so devastating as we age, and why our conventional wisdom has been missing a critical piece of the puzzle. It has to do with how our muscles, especially after 60, begin to hear the signals for growth and repair differently, like an old radio struggling to tune into a clear station. The silent thief, my friends, is called sarcopenia. It is the age loss of muscle mass, strength, and function, and it begins subtly around age 30, accelerating dramatically after 60. Why is this so devastating? Because muscle is not just for lifting. It is your metabolic engine, your balance system, your protective shield against falls, your reservoir of amino acids for vital body functions. When you lose muscle, you lose independence, you lose energy, and your risk of falls and injury skyrockets. Now, why does this happen? As we age, our muscles become less responsive to the signals that tell them to grow and repair. It's called anabolic resistance. Imagine your muscle cells are like tiny, hungry children waiting for dinner. Protein is the food. But as we get older, it's as if the children's ears become a little deaf. Even if you offer them enough food, they don't hear the call to eat as clearly, so they don't build themselves up as effectively. This is why simply eating more protein isn't always the full answer after 60. This brings us back to Mr. Endo and his secret. The single food that holds the power to reverse muscle loss after 60 is natto. Yes, natto, the fermented soybeans, famous or infamous, depending on who you ask, for its sticky texture and pungent aroma. Now, I can hear some of you from here thinking, natto? That sticky, smelly stuff? And yes, it can be an acquired taste. But this is where the new Japanese research becomes so exciting. Natto is not just another source of protein, it is a powerhouse uniquely suited to combat anabolic resistance. It contains highly bioavailable protein. Let's break it down. Protein is like the building blocks your body uses to grow and repair things, like muscles, skin, hair, and even your organs. But here's the thing, not all proteins are the same. Some are like big heavy Lego bricks that are hard to put together, and others are like smooth puzzle pieces that fit right in. When we say a protein is highly bioavailable, we mean it's super easy for your body to digest and absorb. It's like eating food that your body can use right away without wasting energy. Why does that matter? Imagine your muscles are construction sites. The better the materials, amino acids, and the faster they get there, the quicker the repairs and growth happen. Highly bioavailable protein gets to your muscles fast and efficiently. This is really important for people who are healing from injuries, growing like teens, exercising, or just trying to stay strong as they get older. In fermented soy products like natto, the fermentation process makes the protein even more bioavailable. It's already broken down a little bit by good bacteria, so your body doesn't have to work as hard. It's like pre-chewed food, but in a good way. Vitamin K2. You've probably heard of vitamins like C or D, but vitamin K2 is like the hidden superhero of vitamins. While vitamin K1 helps your blood clot like when you get a cut, K2 has a very special job. It's like a traffic cop for calcium in your body. It tells calcium where to go, like into your bones and teeth, and where not to go, like your arteries, where it can be dangerous. But that's not all. Recent research shows K2 also helps with muscle health. It might improve how your muscles use insulin, the hormone that helps sugar get from your blood into your muscles for energy. When your muscles respond well to insulin, they can grow better and stay strong. And because natto, a fermented soy product, is one of the richest sources of vitamin K2 on the planet, eating it regularly is like giving your bones and muscles a power boost. Most people don't get enough K2 from their diets. So this vitamin, though tiny, is a big deal. Nattokinase. Nattokinase is a fancy word for a natural enzyme. Think of enzymes as little workers or tools that help your body do things faster and more efficiently. This one is found in natto, the sticky Japanese soybean dish. That stickiness? Yeah, that's nattokinase doing its thing. Its most famous job is helping your heart and blood vessels. It can break down tiny clots in your blood and help everything flow smoothly, like unclogging a drain. That's why scientists love it for heart health. But there's more. When your blood flows better, that means your muscles get more oxygen and nutrients. That's like watering a garden. Things grow better. It may also play a role in metabolism, which is how your body turns food into energy. A healthy metabolism means more energy for movement, play, and muscle building. In simple terms, nattokinase helps your body run smoothly, keeping your heart happy and making sure your muscles get what they need to stay strong and grow. Most importantly, fermentation byproducts, the secret sauce. Let's talk about fermentation, the magical transformation process. It's like cooking without heat, where friendly bacteria pre-digest the food to make it easier for your body to use. When soybeans are fermented, like in natto, something amazing happens. The bacteria break down complex parts of the beans and turn them into tiny, powerful compounds called fermentation byproducts. Think of these like messengers or signals that talk to your muscle cells. Normally, your muscles might not hear your body's signals to grow, repair, or get stronger, especially as you get older or when you're not very active. But these unique byproducts work like turning up the volume on a weak radio signal. Suddenly your muscle cells get the message loud and clear. Time to grow and get stronger. Some of these compounds even activate special genes involved in cell regeneration, energy production, and reducing inflammation. That's a big deal because inflammation can block muscle repair and growth. So this isn't just food, it's like a science experiment inside your body that gives you a real health upgrade, naturally and safely. Fermented soy isn't just tasty, it's a muscle-boosting powerhouse. The recent Japanese research from institutions like the National Institute of Health and Nutrition has begun to pinpoint precisely how these fermentation byproducts, in combination with its complete amino acid profile, enhance muscle protein synthesis in older adults. They're finding that natto acts as a powerful anabolic trigger, effectively overcoming that age anabolic resistance. It helps your muscles not just get the protein, but truly use the protein to rebuild themselves. Mr. Endo unknowingly was providing his body with this very trigger every day. He wasn't just eating protein, he was eating a superfood that optimized his body's ability to utilize it for strength. Now, you might be thinking, Dr. Tanaka, this is fascinating, but how much natto do I need? And if I can't tolerate the taste, are there other ways to get this benefit? Is it truly the only food, or are there secrets to combining it for even greater impact? These are excellent questions, and they lead us to the practical wisdom that can truly change your life. I remember a patient, Mr. Suzuki, a retired schoolteacher from a bustling Tokyo suburb. He was desperate. His leg muscles had weakened so much he could barely manage the steps to his local train station, his lifeline to friends and activities. He loved his food, but the very thought of natto, well, he shuddered. He told me, "Sensei, it's like trying to make me eat a spoon of sticky, pungent seaweed every morning." We laughed, but I assured him there were ways. We started with very small steps, incorporating it strategically and combining it with other simple, daily habits. Not only did his strength return, allowing him to proudly stride up those station steps again, but he also discovered a surprising new appreciation for this ancient food, almost like a hidden door opening in his palate. How did Mr. Suzuki, a man who initially recoiled from natto, manage to integrate it and experience such remarkable muscle regeneration? What simple techniques did we use to make this powerful food palatable and effective? What other daily actions can you combine with natto to amplify its muscle rebuilding power, making your body not just stronger, but truly resilient against the tides of time? It's about more than just one food. It's about a synergy of habits that unleash your body's inherent power, and I'll share these vital strategies next. So, how do we harness the remarkable power of natto, even if its unique character initially challenges your palate? And what other simple actions can you take to amplify its muscle-reversing effects? It's about understanding the how and the what else. Here's your practical guide, rooted in Japanese wisdom and validated by science. 1. The natto ritual. Consistency is key. Start small. If you are new to natto, begin with just 1 tablespoon a day. You can gradually increase to 2-3 tablespoons, which is the amount I observed in many of my strongest elderly patients and aligns with dosages often studied in research. The right pairing. This is Mr. Suzuki's secret. Natto is often served over rice, but for those sensitive to its taste, try mixing it vigorously with a dash of soy sauce and mustard. classic Japanese style, finely chopped green onions or chives, a bit of seasoned seaweed, nori flakes, even a tiny amount of a strong flavor like kimchi or a soft boiled egg, as the Japanese often do. The key is to blend it well, breaking down the stickiness and allowing other flavors to meld. Mr. Suzuki began by mixing it into his miso soup, finding the savory broth helped mask the unique flavor. When to eat it? While any time is beneficial, consuming it with your first meal of the day can be an excellent strategy, kickstarting your muscle protein synthesis early. 2. The power of gentle movement. Signal your muscles. Natto provides the bricks, but your muscles need the builder's call to use them. Incorporate light, consistent resistance exercise. This doesn't mean heavy lifting. It means using your own body weight, chair stands, wall push-ups, gentle squats, using light resistance bands, even carrying grocery bags. Aim for 2 to 3 times a week, just 15-20 minutes. This sends the signal to your muscles, telling them we need to get stronger. Mr. Suzuki found that once he started taking short, brisk walks and doing 10 chair stands each morning, the natto seemed to work even faster. Think of it like this: natto turns on the lights for muscle growth, but movement opens the door for the building materials to be delivered. Without that movement, some of natto's power remains untapped. 3. The art of protein timing. Distribute your fuel. Instead of consuming all your protein at one large dinner, distribute your protein intake throughout the day. Aim for 25-30 grams of protein at each major meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. This ensures your muscles have a continuous supply of amino acids to draw upon, optimizing that protein synthesis window. Natto is an excellent way to boost your breakfast protein. 4. Mindful hydration. Keep the channels open. Water is crucial for every bodily function, including muscle metabolism and nutrient transport. Ensure you are drinking enough water throughout the day. Your muscles are like sponges. They need to be well hydrated to function optimally and absorb the benefits from foods like natto. Why does this comprehensive approach work so profoundly? Because you are not just consuming a powerful food, you are creating an environment within your body that is optimized for muscle regeneration. You are providing the unique nutrients from natto, sending the growth signals through gentle exercise, ensuring a steady supply of protein, and keeping your body's systems well hydrated. This synergy allows your body to effectively overcome anabolic resistance and truly reverse muscle loss. I've seen this simple shift, this integration of natto and mindful movement, transform the physical capabilities of countless individuals, from regaining their ability to play with grandchildren, to hiking mountain paths again, to simply moving through their day with renewed strength and confidence. It's not just about avoiding decline, it's about embracing a path to profound physical vitality. My dear friends, the wisdom I share today is not just from textbooks. It comes from the lives of ordinary people in Japan who discovered extraordinary changes by embracing these simple truths. Your strength is a precious gift, and it deserves this mindful attention. Begin tonight, or rather begin tomorrow morning. Seek out natto. Experiment with preparing it in a way that suits your palate. Add a few minutes of gentle movement to your day. You may be astonished at the strength, the energy, and the renewed independence that begins to flow back into your body. And I encourage you to share your experiences. How will you incorporate natto into your life? What small movements will you add? Let us learn from each other, for the pursuit of a strong, vibrant life is a journey we take together. Thank you for listening. May your days be filled with strength and your spirit forever young.